All right, welcome to another video. We're going to pick up in Genesis 3, and I want to start in verse 22. It says, Then Yahweh said, Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand to take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore, Yahweh sent him out of the garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed cherubim at the east of the garden of Eden, and a flaming sword, which turned every way to guard the way of the tree of life. I want to make known a couple things. Number one, we became like Yah. He says now they become like one of us, like one of the heavenly hosts, one of Yah. And I want you to understand there is no good and evil when you're obeying Yah's commandments. I thought about this for a moment and I said, wait, now that they know both good and evil, so to know good was outside of Yah's command. To know evil was also outside of Yah's command. Which is why he gave them the commands not to eat of that tree, because that tree meant you had choice. You could listen to what Yah wanted you to do, or you can choose for yourself what you think is good and what you think is evil. Our concept of good and evil is wrong. It's incorrect, because Yahweh doesn't live by our concepts. He does not live by good or evil. Which is why later on in the Bible, he tells the Hebrews, hey, I want y'all to kill these people. Well, hold on. I thought killing was bad. Killing was bad, right? But y'all killed everybody on the earth and started over, right? With humanity, with Noah. That's not bad? No, not in Yah's. When you're following his commandments, you are outside of the concept of good and evil. If he tells you to go and kill this person, you go and kill that person. You don't think about it. Okay? To him, that's righteous. When you think about, when you do exactly what he says for you to do, you are righteous. All he looks at is righteous and unrighteous, lawful and unlawful. Okay? He does not understand. He understands, but he doesn't follow what we think morality is. There is no morality with Yah. There's only follow his commands. His commandments have changed. I mean, they haven't changed, but what he wants us to do outside of what he specifically tells us to do are his commands. So we need to make sure that we are obeying them in their entirety, in full. Okay? Because to obey his commandments is to stay in the safe place. That is to stay right where he wants us to be. And that's the only thing we can do as humans. He guides us outside of that. He tells us specifically, do this, do that. If there's anything outside of what he wants us to do, other than the regular commandments. So I wanted to make sure that we understood this. And also saw something that was kind of cool. In verse 21, it says, also for Adam and his wife, the Lord God made tunics of skin and clothed them. Adam and Eve, they sewed fig leaves around themselves to cover themselves. But to Yah, that was like, it's not good enough. Hey, I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you a tunic of skin. All right? So I want you guys to understand, when you see like the images of Adam and Eve, and I hate when people make images of stuff because it's not right. It's not correct. They always put these Greek looking clothes on them, these, I don't know, these clothes with like a belt and different things like that on it, right? But it says Yah made a tunic of skin. A tunic is basically a giant square or circle or whatever with just a hole cut for your head. Simple. So people say, oh, when we go back, we got to go back to dressing and doing what Yah called us to do. We would all be wearing tunics, to be honest with you. that would be the only clothes we wear, was tunics. Okay. Outside of what Yah called us to wear, this would be our default type thing. But I want to I just saw that and I thought it was kind of cool. But other than that, hey, we'll see you on the next video.